Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Kickstart summer with Memorial Day values at Lowe's. Choose 4 or more eligible Samsung appliances to complete your dream kitchen and laundry room. Plus, get 10% back via MasterCard gift card rebate. Also, save now on the latest Samsung appliances, like the bespoke refrigerator with panels in a variety of colors to mix and match. It's an easy way to create your own unique look. Memorial Day values start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today. Offer ends June 13th. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to season 16, episode number 3552. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. And you are in the Men's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has breakfast cereals that help you poop. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, the Men's Room Shout of the Day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack, drickety.
All right, here we go. Man exits plane through emergency door and out onto the wing because he, quote, was not feeling well. Meanwhile, an airline passenger keeps his life savings where his dookie does smell. Man buys bulletproof vest, then gets a bright idea of testing it out. Man finds painting a Goodwill he made when he was a young bright sprout. And a Florida woman, she's seen driving her convertible Mini Cooper with a full-size couch on top. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we will spin the category wheel. Thank you, Ted. Very well timed. Very well timed. And then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Ray, who thought a sandwich was a mean woman at the beach and found a way to answer 18 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Well, of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
Be a contestant and play Big Dummy. Call 206-421-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send your emails to themensroom@KISW.com.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Kickstart summer with Memorial Day values at Lowe's. Choose 4 or more eligible Samsung appliances to complete your dream kitchen and laundry room. Plus, get 10% back via MasterCard gift card rebate. Also, save now on the latest Samsung appliances, like the bespoke refrigerator with panels in a variety of colors to mix and match. It's an easy way to create your own unique look. Memorial Day values start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today. Offer ends June 13th. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
The men's room returns with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
All the fellas, and away we go. Welcome to season 16, episode number 3552. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Probably a guaranteed future repeat. I have a feeling this is going to be a big show.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, I do. Head chef's in the house. Ted's meat potatoes. Steve, you love cereal.
I do.
Talk about it all the time. You could eat an entire box of cereal in one night.
If it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch, yes.
Yes. I don't think this one's going to help you too much. The head chef has breakfast cereals that actually help you poop.
Well, being lactose intolerant, name it.
I also don't think many people like these cereals.
Well, it's because they're healthy, probably. Right?
I'm guessing like shredded wheat, grape nuts, wheat bix, like all the stuff that your parents begrudgingly buy after they went to go see their doctor like 60 years ago.
Other than grape nuts, what was that one we had growing up? It was like brand something. All brand. There was like 3 or 4.
Wasn't there one called All Brand?
Well, but they were always on the top shelf, so as kids you couldn't really see them, and you never really wanted them because they were like...
No, my mom used to get that, man, and like before she would upgrade us to, say, Frosted Flakes when I was younger, she got that brand one. Man, I know exactly, because it's like brand just without the raisins, right? Mm-hmm. That's the whole thing. And I would dump so much sugar in that thing. I mean, it was crunchy.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have
to. We did the same thing.
And then when we finally got Frosted Flakes, thank you so much.
Now, Ted, I got to ask, because I do not really look at a lot of those cereals. Are these cereals that we have heard of? You know what I mean? Is it kind of like...
half and half.
All right. So
some
like
of them you might know the brand, but like...
something
if you've heard of it, it's because your doctor told you need it.
Yeah, but to me, cereal is one of those things where if you're going to have a bowl of cereal, man, cereal, in my mind, it's like going to McDonald's and getting a salad. And now I get it, but I'm at McDonald's. So I went to McDonald's to get...
This is not why I'm here.
A Big Mac, right. So for me, cereal, it's like, I'll eat other healthy things. But if I'm going to have a bowl of cereal, I would just rather have the bowl of cereal.
I agree.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people, too, that's just their morning. It's quick. It's easy.
I know. Wake up in the morning.
I mean, I've eaten, like, kashi stuff before.
Yeah. Like Jolene.
Yeah.
Now, will that help you poop? Is that on the list? Is that one we know?
You have to tune in, Miles.
Okay, head chef on the way. Ted's Meat Potatoes.
I was listening to a different show at that time. Damn it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, by the way, more men's. Oh, you know what else we've got? We've got Tool tickets for you at the Tacoma Dome. Almost forgot about that. So here's what we're doing all this week. Mm-hmm. So we've got a couple more opportunities to win. They have asked that we pick a random time every day, and then at that time we will give you a secret word.
Ooh,
you go to KISW.com. You put the secret word in. And then you have a chance to win tickets to see Tool at the Tacoma Dome as they are coming here in January. So we picked a time for today, and the time that we will give the secret word, 4:20. Yeah.
It's crazy that you say that, right? Because we pick a different time every day.
It says pick a different time.
That is what corporate asks us to do. But somebody here, and look, I don't know if they're from the future or if they can just predict things, but it says, hey, since you guys are giving, and this happened, by the way, at 26 minutes ago. This is 1:58. So since you guys are giving away Tool tickets, that part is true. All week, still true. Perhaps you could play Tool after the commercial break around, guess what time they guessed?
4:20?
4:20.
I think they're on to us.
Yeah, right before you announce it, and I told them, and this is true, we work in radio, so here's a secret we're going to share about radio. And I said, look, that makes so much sense that it probably will not happen. God forbid we do something that just makes sense. So if you plan on hearing Tool, don't listen then.
No.
We'll just give you the code word.
Yeah, we're going to give you the code word. We'll give you a chance to win tickets. 420 coming up. I know the secret word, but you'll plug that in at 420 when we give it to you. Also on the way, more Men's Room as we head on over to the Odyssey app. Every Monday through Friday at 6 o'clock, we leave the KISW airwaves and head on over exclusively to Odyssey. If you do not have the app, you can download it now absolutely free. Search for the Men's Room. You will see the Men's Room Appy Hour. You basically click on that channel there at 6 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday. You get more Men's Room, and we don't have to work with the rules that the FCC sets here for these airwaves.
That's correct.
We kind of play by our own set of rules. So join us for the Men's Room Happy Hour and the return of Dirty Big Dummy coming up on today's episode. And in the meantime, the game is Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We will spin the category wheel. You're either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. And as you said, Steve, so far our biggest dummy has been Ray. It took him 18 questions to get one right.
Yeah.
And every time we do play Big Dummy, we like to do a little Men's Room poll. And last week, we asked you, people think that you did one of these things. It's not that you did it. You are completely innocent.
But
the perception and what people believe is that you were responsible for one of these actions. And they were the following. You beat up 3 5-year-olds. Everyone knows you're the guy in the neighborhood that beat up 3 5-year-old kids. Not cool.
3 mean ones.
Mm-hmm. You attacked...
No, the nicest ones. They were just selling cookies.
Your home team mascot at a sporting event. Mm-hmm. More than likely you were drunk. You got a little out of hand. Things got out of control. But you actually attacked him and beat him up. Next is beat a person in a wheelchair, which is just a horrible, horrible, horrible thing.
And you didn't even do it.
To have people think that you did that. You could stoop that low. Or did you steal a bunch of kids' Christmas gifts?
Oh.
Those were your choices. And as we ask you to follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live and get there and vote, we've got the poll up for you. Here were the results from last week. The last thing you wanted to be known to have done. Beat a person in a wheelchair. 5%. So, yeah, maybe, but most of you said that's not a good idea. Number 3, beat up 3 5-year-olds. 12% of you said, you know what? I've got kids. They've got friends. Yeah. I've had sleepovers. I've hosted them. I'm down with this. Number 2, 19% said, I would want to be known as the guy who stole the kids' Christmas presents. All the kids, they wake up,
right.
There's nothing under the tree. And the number 1 thing, is you said, hey, if I'm going to be known for anything, I'll be known as the guy or gal who attacked the home team mascot. 64% of you said. That's where you're going on this one. And today on the poll, we're going to Airbnb it, so to speak. You're going to live in a house for a week. So basically, we've got 4 houses. You pick the house you want to live in, and you get to be there for a week. Now, whether this is nonfiction, fiction, it's up to you. The house is the way it is. So if it's a house on television or a movie, that's the way the house is, all right? Just like then. In a real-life situation, it's the house that something horrible happened. And we'll start with the Amityville house. From the Amityville Horror. Now, this was a horror movie that was somewhat drummed up a little bit from the original idea of what happened in the house. But the bottom line is, that is a real house in Amityville, New York, and bad things really did happen there in real life.
Before you tell us that they've since torn the house down, we know this is theoretical. That said, when that movie came out, I want to say I was like 11 years old or something, it freaked me the F out, so that is definitely my last choice.
Yeah. In 1974, all 6 members of the DeFeo family were found slain in this home. The eldest son, Ronald DeFeo Jr., I guess he was the only one who lived because he was convicted
he was the killer
of murdering his parents and his siblings. A year later, the Lutz family moved in, but quickly moved out after reports of unexplained paranormal activity, strange odors, unexplained cold drafts, and a demonic pig-like creature that they believed that they saw with
Rachel the pig.
house.
I remember that son of a bitch from the damn movie. You know, Eddie Murphy put it best. He said, man, only white people do this. He said, if it's me and my wife, we go to the house in Amityville. Said, man, I cannot believe the backyard. It's waterfront property, beautiful swing set. It has all the room we want. And then the house says, get out. And he says, shame we can't buy it.
Right? That's exactly
That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's their own problem.
But you
if you watch the movie, one of the first, when the Lutz family was looking at the house for the real estate agent, the house says, get out, and repeats it. And I'm thinking, okay, why are you buying this? Maybe it's just me.
I don't even like that style of house. The barn house is not, like, I don't look at that and go, man, oh man, if I could just have one of those. Windows are small.
I don't like houses to talk to me.
It's a big ass roof. Yeah, okay.
Get out.
Next up on the list is
blood in the walls.
It's the Stranger Things house. You guys have seen Stranger Things on Netflix. You know how weird that house is. That's the house where Winona Ryder lives, and the kids.
I think she's most of the weirdness in that house.
Yeah, but if she was living there, I'd be like, I'm down with that.
Well,
she is one of those crazy women that I've been like, I am into this. This is going to be. I am in for some reason. Like I'll deal with the danger.
For some reason, I know exactly why.
Amityville House, no way.
No,
but one with Winona Ryder living in it. Yeah, I'm going to take that chance. I might wake up at 3:30 with a knife to my neck. I don't care. You know what I mean?
But it's only to have sex. What if Winona Ryder's in the Amityville House?
Well, here's the thing about here's the thing. The thing that you need to be the most protective of if you're living with Winona Ryder is your possessions. So you've got to hide any jewelry. You've got to hide anything of even no value. You still need to hide it because she will come and she will steal it from you and then act like she didn't. So that would be the hardest part, would just be able to keep all the things that I bring into said house.
Yeah, I think she just likes to steal.
She does. That's her thing. Yeah,
she was like, I don't need the money. I don't need the things. I like stealing stuff.
Get a rush out of it. So number 2 would be the Stranger Things house. Number 3, that would be the Scream house. As Scream, by the way, celebrating its 25th anniversary. And with that, we find that Airbnb is offering 3 opportunities for groups of 4 to stay one night at the Northern California home for only $5. All right. Guests will be able to go back to 1996 with a virtual check-in from Sheriff Dewey Riley, who you know as David Arquette. The house has knife marks on the doors and a phone line in case you want to contact Ghostface directly. You can have a marathon of all 4 Scream movies on VHS, of course, and all the snacks like Jiffy Pop popcorn and pizza that you want. Pretty good deal. Guests will also have the chance to win prizes like the Woodsboro High Gear or a poster of next year's Scream movie. Booking opens up on Tuesday, October the 12th at 10 a.m. First days on October 27th, 29th, and the 31st. So there you go on the Scream house. I don't remember too much about the details of the home.
I would stay there so far because it's the nicest, in my opinion, it's the nicest of the 3 houses we've gone through so far, right?
Okay.
Well, and there was no paranormal activity inside of that house. There was
this
just
is a serial killer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's simple.
And then finally, you're going to stay for a week in the childhood home of Jeffrey Dahmer. Now, we go to Bath, Ohio. This story, I believe, is from 2013 or so, maybe even a little bit earlier than this. But the story goes, and it was just the last news story that I could find about the house. It says, the childhood home where serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer claimed his first victim remains for sale more than 5 months on the market. The home, which is rested in a wooded area along the Bath Township, is listed on a realty site. It's within this home that Dahmer murdered his first victim, Stephen Hicks, in 1976. Hicks' remains were scattered outside the home. Dahmer was arrested in 1991, confessed to killing 17 young men and boys since 1978. The 2,170 square foot home with 3 bedrooms and 3 baths, priced at $295,000.
You might want to drop that price.
That seems a little high for Bath, Ohio, doesn't it?
It seems high for Bath, Ohio, but then when you add the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, like, you should probably knock that down a bit. But I don't know. Maybe it's in a nice section of Bath, Ohio.
Yeah. The home is currently owned by a guy named Chris Butler, and he's a man tied to 80s pop culture as a songwriter. He was a guitarist for the band called the Waitresses. I don't know if you...
Are you familiar with the Waitresses?
I am very familiar with the Waitresses.
For real?
Yeah, they actually have one of the better Christmas songs out there, in my mind. And they also had the hit song back in the day, I Know What Boys Like.
Oh, that's them?
Yeah.
All right.
Have you ever heard that one, Mike? I've heard, I know what boys like. Yeah. I know what guys want. Yeah. So
yeah, because we're very subtle about it.
That guy bought Jeffrey Dahmer's home.
Who says dreams can't come true? Played in the Waitresses, Jeffrey Dahmer's house.
Yeah.
Live it up, brother. Mm-hmm. Are you finding the song?
Let's see what we got.
I bet you've heard it before. It has been used in a commercial or something.
What's the Waitresses Christmas song? It's
I don't know, man.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, da 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 da.
You said it was good.
Merry Christmas. It's a Christmas song. I mean,
it's a quick one.
You're not gonna get good. You're gonna get better than the others.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Did you find the Waitresses in there?
Oh, he's crushing it on guitar.
It's kind of a mix of Blondie and I don't know.
It's called Christmas Rapping.
Well, this is Merry Christmas, yeah. This is what you get when you live in Ohio, man. You get Devo, you get this.
This is their Christmas song.
Yeah, it's a Christmas song. I don't think it was that bad.
Okay.
At least it's happy.
It is happy. I'll give you that.
The realtor who's trying to sell this place says while the house has a certain stigma to it, he thinks that selling this house, while tough, is not impossible. He responds to people that this house itself, it never killed anyone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the people inside did. The realtor company, by the way, is not offering tours of the property, citing their desire to only consider serious buyers. Again, 3-bed, 2-bath, and $300,000. By the way, PETA at one point in time, because it's PETA, they expressed an interest in purchasing the property. Do you know what PETA wanted to turn Jeffrey Dahmer's house into?
A
vegan restaurant.
A vegan restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Where the cannibal was doing his thing.
They were going to do it, but they had to ditch the idea based on zoning restrictions. They could not put an actual restaurant in the home.
PETA.
They were going to make Jeffrey Dahmer's boyhood home.
I mean, look.
A vegan restaurant.
To me, PETA, while I believe their heart and their head is in the right place, and I think we can all relate to this, they're like the kid who you didn't dislike in school, but he ate a lot of glue, and even the teacher just asked him to sit in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, he's a nice guy. He means well, but when he actually opens his mouth and speaks, he comes off really stupid.
Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite color? Corduroy. Damn it.
Right.
Damn it, Peter. Just have a seat in the back, man.
All right, the game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game.
Hello, Cody. Welcome to the men's room. Hello, Cody.
Yeah.
Hey.
Welcome to the men's room.
Thank you. First time caller.
Nice. Cody, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
All right, Cody, welcome to the show. And Big Dummy. Okay, you're going to live for a week in one of these homes. Will it be the Amityville Horror House, the Stranger Things house, the Scream house, or Jeffrey Dahmer's childhood home?
I'm going to go with the Scream house for the snacks.
Yeah, I'm with you.
For the snacks, yeah.
Well, they're offering the snacks on the Airbnb. We're not necessarily saying the snacks are going to be there when you
They should offer the Dahmer's house.
But there was parties there. There was booze there.
Well, like, other than being murdered, right? And I understand that's the premise of the movie. Other than being slaughtered wholesale by a serial killer, seemingly they're having a pretty good time.
Well, the problem with Dahmer's house, if you're going to eat, is they only offer finger food. Like, I want a full meal. You know what I mean? I want to eat
Are these actual lady fingers in my tiramisu? I think you misunderstood the recipe. All right, Cody, here is your question. Which of these celebrities did not have their own breakfast cereal? And I don't know if any of these will be on Ted's list later. I'm going to doubt it. So which of these celebrities did not have their own breakfast cereal? Was it Mr. T, Hulk Hogan, Doug Flutie, or Sylvester Stallone? So Mr. T, Hulk Hogan, Doug Flutie, or Sylvester Stallone?
I have a question about, is this someone who could also appear on a Wheaties box? I mean, not that it's their own cereal. Do you know what I mean? Like Donkey Kong.
None of these involve Wheaties. None of these involve.
Okay, all right.
All right, so none of that. That's a fair question.
Okay.
I'm going to guess Sly on this one.
That is correct.
Yeah,
Mr. T. I remember Mr. T.
I remember
cereal.
Mr.
There was
T.
Fruity Flakes.
Yeah.
Flutie Flakes. I don't remember what Hulk's recall, but I remember when they were introduced. So,
Yeah, Mr. T. He.
Bless you.
All right?
Hang on. Get the second one out, Mike.
I like the way Mike sneezes. He goes, hell, and then he covers his mouth with his shirt.
No. It was covered.
It's
It was
reverse order.
covered.
You go like this, and you go,
he sneezes past his chest to his belly, but under the
Had his
shirt.
shirt
I
off.
very intently pull my shirt over my nose before the sneeze comes out.
Hey, Mike, take that for Mr. I cough in my hand all day.
Yeah.
You saw that once.
Mr. T had his own cereal growing up, and then when you go to commercial break, they had a commercial for his cereal. That's how big Mr. T was.
Oh, he was massive.
It was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like Saturday morning, you get up, watch Mr. T, and then they go to a commercial break. It was like Mr. T cereal. They had Mr. T action figures. It was almost like it was just a complete promotional half hour gauged on selling you Mr. T apparel and stuff.
And what's weird about
There's an
Mr.
action
T,
figure.
no one knew who he was. Then he showed up in Rocky 3, where he was a mean son of a bitch, but everyone decided they loved him.
He only did one movie, I think, that I can remember. It was like Taxi Cab or something.
He did do Taxi Cab.
Taxi Cab. And he was not in any other movies, right? He was on the A-Team, but as far as movies go.
I think because he was on the A-Team, maybe that's why he didn't make other movies.
But the Rocky franchise was one of the biggest, at the movies, and A-Team was one of the biggest shows on television.
Because Mr. T.
And he was
the guy.
And he was one of the first guys, also, too, that I remember, that did television and did movies. Because that was kind of one of those things that you weren't supposed to.
Were you going to tell him?
I don't think
nobody was going to tell him, hey, at that time.
These guys wouldn't do that. Like, people on TV wouldn't go to the movies, and people on movies, they were like, no, I'm too good for TV.
Well, look, Carl Weathers even said when they were filming Rocky III, one thing about Mr. T, according to Carl Weathers, he wasn't that much different than his character at the time. But one of the things he would routinely do is to show up late and show up with an entourage. Carl Weathers said he rolls up to Sly Stallone, who's producing these movies, and says, man, look, we're making movies, and one thing about Hollywood, time is money, man. You got to talk to this guy and tell him to get here in time. And he said, Sly's response was, you tell him. That was it.
More Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-421-ROCK.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Kickstart summer with Memorial Day values at Lowe's. Choose 4 or more eligible Samsung appliances to complete your dream kitchen and laundry room. Plus, get 10% back via MasterCard gift card rebate. Also, save now on the latest Samsung appliances, like the bespoke refrigerator with panels in a variety of colors to mix and match. It's an easy way to create your own unique look. Memorial Day values start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today. Offer ends June 13th. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
KISW. The men's room is in progress.
K-Miss Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Miles?
Yes.
Real quick, apparently some people remember the Mr. T cereal. Do you remember the slogan, or at least what Mr. T said?
Well, he's going to pity the fool who doesn't do something.
More or less. So again, this is a cereal targeted at children. Saturday morning cartoons. Mr. T pops on regarding a cereal and says, quote, "Don't be a chump. Eat my cereal, fool.
Don't be a chump."
Does he really say don't be a chump?
It's Mr. T.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's Mr. T, of course. Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Ryan, are you on team sober or team not sober?
Not sober.
All right, Ryan, welcome to the show. Welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll, you got to live 1 week for one of these places. The Amityville Horror House, the Stranger Things house, the Scream house, or Jeffrey Dahmer's home.
Well, to be honest, I don't actually know any of these houses, but based on what you described, I think I'm going to smoke a bowl and go into the Stranger Things house.
All right. Not a bad choice, particularly if you smoke a bowl first. I think that would help.
That home is actually located in a small town in Georgia.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know this?
Because I did the research on the house, and all the homes are in one neighborhood in this place in Georgia. And the high school's the high school there, downtown's the downtown
But
there.
the show takes place, supposedly, in Indiana?
I believe they have a couple of different things in Indiana, but the majority of the things are shot in Georgia.
Doesn't it seem like so much? Like, hey, guys, we're going to film these scenes. We have to go to Georgia where you're at home. And then these other scenes are going to take it to Indiana. Like, how about a sound stage, bro?
Something.
All right. Ryan, here is your question. What is the fastest growing plant on Earth?
Ooh.
I have no clue. I'll say a rose.
I do know that there was a very invasive species that was in Georgia for a while that they were trying to eradicate. But from my personal experience, bamboo would be my answer.
I would say ivy.
It is, in fact, bamboo.
Oh.
Miles is not kidding. And
God, that stuff is hard. Please don't plant that in your yard.
Moso bamboo, that's a specific, it can go up to 3 feet in a day.
It was insane. That stuff invaded my my yard in Maryland. I mean, you could not stop it. There was no stopping this
two
stuff.
planters of bamboo because it was cheaper than buying a fence to prevent me from looking at my neighbor's ugly yard. One of the seeds got out, landed on the ground. We did not know this. So for about 2 days, my wife and I are looking at this thing that's popped out of the ground. It's like 3 inches tall. And we're like, what is that? It looked like an ear of corn poking out, but we knew it wasn't corn. By the next day, it's about 1.5 feet tall, and I'm like, that's bamboo.
We have to get rid of it now.
Yeah. All right, Ryan, question number 2 for you. Chef Wendell. Chef Wendell, he's a mascot for what breakfast cereal?
Chef Wendell.
Chef Wendell.
Oh.
Think you got it? Just picture your cereal boxes, man.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm going to say Tricks. That's not right, but I'm going to say Tricks.
Tricks is the rabbits, damn it.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, right?
That is correct. Chef Wendell is the mastermind, the culinary genius behind Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You recognize him now, right?
I thought it was the guy who got
easy. Hang on there.
Once again, Bedroom Colors, here are the 7 words you can't say on the radio.
That one.
Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
So you love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You didn't recognize Chef Wendell. That is Chef Wendell smiling at you on that box. All right. Question.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Chef Wendell. Let the world know. All right. Question number 3 for you. The story of Noah's Ark appears in what book of the Bible?
Lucas.
It's also the name of a band.
Genesis.
Yes. It could also be Exodus.
Exodus is the last book, isn't it? Movement for your people.
All right, Ryan, your question. What was Mozart's first name? It's also the same first name of Eddie Van Halen's son.
Could he cook? Could he cook good food?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Sorry, it took me a second. I'm picturing Eddie Van Halen's son. Like, I don't goddamn know.
It tastes like a hockey puck.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Puck. Wolfgang Puck Mozart.
You gave me the clue, but I didn't believe it. I should have just said it.
So you had the name in your head and you didn't guess it.
Yeah, because I thought it was silly.
See, man, are you one of those guys who, like in school, where the teacher would say, listen, don't leave any blank. I'll give you partial credit just for passing.
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I said I wasn't sober. I smoked too much. I'm sorry.
No, I get it. I'm just saying. I once got partial credit for, I was taking some video class. I had no idea what the answer was, but the question was, what are the 4 chroma keys, right? Mm-hmm. I could not think, so I wrote down monkey, car key, turkey, house key. She gave me half credit. Like, thank you. All right, here's your question. Who directed the movies Halloween, The Thing, the remake of The Thing, Escape from New York,
Pleasure,
and Big Trouble in Little China?
Was that Spielberg?
It was not Steven Spielberg. No.
Carpenter?
John Carpenter. The one giveaway in the John Carpenter film is that every movie he puts out is, quote, John Carpenter's, and then the title of the movie.
That's the only way I know him.
Yeah, that's why he does it. It's like, who's the guy? Who's the black dude?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry, yeah, same thing. Tyler Perry's blah, blah, blah. All right, here is your question. Red Stripe beer originated in what Caribbean country?
Exodus. Movement for your people.
You do a bang-up job.
Bob asked me to write some of the stuff.
Cuba.
Not Cuba, Jamaica.
Question number 7 there, Ryan.
Already. Question number 7 for you.
Already.
What? No, I mean, you're getting them wrong quick, so I do appreciate that. Where do planters warts?
I know the rules.
What? Say what?
I can't pass. I know the rules.
Okay. What type of... damn it. Where do planters warts show up? Nope.
It's got to be the thumbs, right?
Yeah.
Green thumb?
Your feet.
Planter...
On the bottom of your feet.
I see what you did there. It's like we're a green thumb. So planters.
And peanuts.
Mr. Pete, I guess him on his butt.
He's dirty. He gets him in his genitalia. Oh, man.
And what year did the Japanese attack Pearl Harbor?
1941.
There you go. There you go, Ryan. All right. Nice job. Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROM.
Hello, Johnny. Welcome to the men's room.
Boo, bitches.
Boo. Johnny, are you sober or not sober?
I am not sober.
All right. Welcome to the show, Johnny. And Big Dummy. Okay, you got to live one place for a week. Will it be the Amityville Horror House, the Stranger Things house, the Scream House, or Jeffrey Dahmer's childhood home?
Definitely the Stranger Things house, just because I like Christmas lights. But I was also thinking about the Dahmer house because I like snacks as well.
If somebody said the food you'd eat there'd be Five Guys.
Five Guys. So you taking Dahmer's home?
No, I'll go with Stranger Things.
All right.
The Christmas lights, Miles. Come on, man. Festive all year round. All right, here is your question. What is the more common name for the Star Wars character Darth Sidious?
Is that Darth Vader?
Nah, he was still Darth Vader. He was known as Sugar Lips to his friends. Darth Sidious, small director's cut.
Is it Darth Maul?
No, he was still Darth Maul. He was known as Sugar Butt among his friends. It'd be Emperor Palpatine.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But he got a big ego, so call me Emperor. All right, here's your question. What type of vessel is a sloop?
Is that a submarine?
What's that?
A submarine?
Close.
The boat, right?
Boat, yeah. Specifically with two sails.
Oh.
Also home to a giant beer. Slooper-sized.
That was the first thing that went through my mind when I read sloop. Like,
yeah, and it's down there by the water. Like, that makes a lot more sense.
I never knew what it meant. I just thought it was some ugly word, like a sound you made when you drank it.
He's going to do the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Sloop?
Sloop Dog.
Yeah, Sloop Dog. It's not even funny, but it's worth laughing at.
See how it's close. See what I did there? Took the N, put the L in.
All right, your question. What religious day follows Halloween?
Religious day?
Yes.
November 1st.
Specifically, I want to say among the Catholic religion, because Mexico, it is a Monsters Day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Day of the Dead?
All Saints Day.
All Saints Day.
You should say a prayer for somebody that's passed away. So probably in purgatory. On that day, if you say prayers, you can get them into heaven.
Now, why do you think they're in purgatory? That just seems like such a negative attitude.
That was just the thing when you're Catholic, you grow up. It's like, hey, it's All Saints Day. Like, say prayers. You should help. That'll help them get out of purgatory today.
I feel like it's very selective. Like, when my grandmother died, she doesn't need the help. Grandfather died, doesn't need the help. My one uncle died, like... We might want to go ahead and try this today.
Is purgatory like the drunk tank? I mean, you're kind of in trouble, but you're not really. You're not charged with a crime yet.
It depends how the charges come down. So you're in there until they determine the charges. If they then give you the orange jumpsuit, you're going to hell. If they just do a quick court hearing at the pearly gate, you're cool.
Is it like one of those airline, rest area rooms? For people who got like lots of miles.
Purgatory's the worst.
What do you mean it's the worst?
Because you could see what you want, heaven, or you could also see hell. But you don't know how long you're going to be there. You're just sitting there looking at both options. You don't know how it ends.
Homie, I'm going to pick that number 2 on my list of 3 places. Like, sure, I want to go to heaven, but I'm looking at what's going on now. I don't want to be there.
Hell's got better weather.
This is Jeffrey Dahmer's house.
You know?
Yeah, no kidding.
Right, but that's the idea. Is that I'd say, like, okay, you could be in heaven, have whatever you want, or you could be in hell. Okay, what do I got to do? How long am I be here? Oh, we're not going to tell you.
Oh.
It's like basically you're sitting there with the cop, right? You don't know if the cuffs are going on, right? So you can be going to jail, or is he going to let you off?
Is this him like, hey, let me run your tags real quick? Now you're sitting there sweating a little bit because he's been back there for 15. He's been back there longer than
checking your record.
Yeah, like,
right. You don't want him to say, "Can I open the trunk?"
And then you see them flip through their clipboard doing things like, Ooh,
I hope those people don't get hit by a plane. Then,
yeah, no kidding.
That's a weird place to hang out.
All right, here's your question. Who comes after the vice president in the line of presidential succession?
So you got president, vice president, you got secretary of state.
Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the House.
Yeah. Question 5, Johnny.
All right, your question. The protagonist in Grand Theft Auto Vice City was voiced by what actor? It's an actor that shows up in a lot of mob movies.
A lot of what movies?
Mob movies. And it's not Joe Pesci or what's his face, De Niro, neither of them.
Oh, he got his,
He's taking Chantix.
Oh, what's his name? He was in one of those movies, though, too. He was the Coke guy.
Yep. Not Al Pacino.
I hear he's a good fella.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get his gosh darn name, dude.
I want to say Hannibal Lecter ate his brain.
Yeah, I know. He's even got a couple commercials.
And thanks to Chantix, I've calmed down.
He actually leads a motorcycle gang.
The angry guy.
He's always
angry. What is his name?
Come on.
Did you just reference Wild Hogs?
I did. He runs the Del Fuegos.
Jesus.
All the movies he's done, you go to Wild Hogs.
Yeah. I loved that movie, man.
Not Copland.
Oh, yeah.
Goodfellas.
It's a great movie.
Wild Hogs?
Yes.
Wild Hogs. Wasn't it like David or Adam Sandler?
It was Tim Allen. No, not Adam Sandler.
Wild Hogs.
Tim Allen. It had William H. Macy in it. It had Martin Lawrence. And then there was one more. There was four of them.
I know. I'm trying to think of it.
Oh, dude. I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to tell you.
Oh, my God, dude. That just hurts my...
Oh! Travolta.
John Travolta, yes. Wild Dogs. From Wild Hogs, that would be Ray Liotta.
Damn it.
Wild Hogs.
Peter Fonda was in it.
That movie sucks.
Thank you.
I love that movie.
I watched it on an airplane. It was horrible.
No, it was a fun movie.
What do you mean fun?
I had a great time watching that. It was not a terrible movie.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it was so fun. It was a
You
great
saying
movie.
it was so bad it was fun?
No. Well,
Like that
okay,
kind of
it's one of those where it wasn't meant to be a doggone Oscar winner, but it was a good comedy movie.
Okay.
I mean, look.
I think it's one of those that wasn't supposed to be funny, but it was.
I think it was supposed to be funny, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that's Marissa Tomei in that movie, wasn't it?
I'm just saying, the person I've watched it with, we don't really speak. I haven't spoken to him in years. If there was a way to reach out to this person, they'd be like, yeah, that movie sucked.
Thanks for nothing.
Yeah, and we were in a good mood when we watched it.
Even Ray Liotta's like, don't bring up goddamn Wild Hogs.
Can people back me up on this, please? Wild Hogs was a great movie.
Why were you watching it?
His greatest movie is the movie Bees.
What were you, like a teenager when it came out?
Yes.
I'll move off this, but God damn it, Mom.
All right.
Actually, one comment did come in and says, oh, my God, fire Mike for saying Wild Hogs was a great movie.
Yeah, they made a second one.
I know.
What?
Oh, big fan.
Really? Well, I don't care about them making a second one. I didn't even hear about it. Was that straight to DVD?
I wonder why.
I don't know if they bothered with DVD.
I don't even think they reviewed it.
You haven't seen Wild Hogs 2?
No.
Bachelor Ride?
Oh, my God.
Oh, you know what? They never even made it.
Thank God.
Is Ray Liotta coming back? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I was 17 when that movie came out.
Jesus.
All right, Johnny, here's your question. Multiple choice. Tony the Tiger, Popeye, Garfield, or Toucan Sam? Who is the biggest? A man named L.Z. Seeger created which character? So Tony the Tiger, Popeye, Garfield, or Toucan Sam?
L.Z. Seeger. That sounds like an old name. I'm going to go Popeye.
All right. Nice job, Johnny. Very
Hey,
good.
somebody here, Wild Hogs, 14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
14%.
Well, sorry I go against the grain.
Yes. The game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
You're a rebel, Mike.
Yeah.
Hello, Patrick. Welcome to the men's room.
A wild hog.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hola. Patrick, sober, not sober?
Don't say that.
Sober.
All right, Patrick, welcome to the show. Welcome to Big Dummy.
Mike, we don't have the body build for jokes like that.
All right,
tossing
Patrick.
out softballs now.
Our men's room poll, you got to live one place for a week. Will it be the Amityville Horror House, the Stranger Things house, the Scream House, or Jeffrey Dahmer's childhood home?
Go with Stranger Things.
Stranger Things it is.
Is it the Christmas lights, Winona Ryder, or that one just makes you the most comfortable?
I'd say Winona Ryder. I wasn't crazy in my life.
I'm right there with you. She's going to wonder why she has so much company.
I just never found her attractive.
Really? That's okay. Good. You go somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll be at the Scream House.
I'll take it.
I don't tell Ted thinks you're ugly. All right, Patrick.
Tell her. I don't care.
And he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Patrick, here's your question. What U.S. state is closest to Africa? Depending on your perspective, you can say Mississippi, but we mean geographically. I just wanted to clarify. In my travels.
Isn't that something weird like Maine?
All right.
Yeah.
Nice
Which still bugs me, man.
You should say that on the sign when you're driving in. Closest U.S. state to Africa.
And you'll be able to tell immediately.
Smell the irony. Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Devin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Devin, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Devin, welcome to the show. Okay, men's room poll. You got to live one place for a week. Will it be the Amityville Horror House, the Stranger Things house, the Scream House, or Jeffrey Dahmer's home?
The Stranger Things house.
You got it.
One of my favorite shows.
Okay.
No, I mean, I enjoy the show, but I never looked at that house and said, even without the weirdness, I want to live there. All right, here's your question. It's multiple choice. The zloty, Z-L-O-T-Y. It's the official currency of what country? Poland, the Czech Republic, Kazakhstan, or Uzbekistan? So Poland, Czech Republic, Kazakhstan, or Uzbekistan?
Czech Republic?
Kazakhstan.
Uzbekistan.
Or just Poland?
No.
Dang it.
Well, I'm like, it's called the zloty. What are three other countries that sound like they'd have something called the zloty and it wouldn't make you giggle?
It likes to party. That's all I can hear in my head. Don't call Shovel. I don't want anybody.
Fight for your right to zloty. All right. The only sea without any coast. Let your head wrap around this for a minute. So it's the only sea without any coast is located in the middle of what ocean?
The Indian Ocean?
Pacific.
The Atlantic. It's the Sargasso Sea, all right? So when you look at this thing, it's like dead in the middle of the Atlantic, but it's where all of the currents and the jet stream all kind of meet. So things change a little bit in this part of the ocean, and they actually call it a sea. Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting if you look it up, believe it or not. All right, there, Devin, your question. Who was the first host of America's Got Talent? He's no longer with us. He used to host everything.
Nick Cannon?
He's still with us.
No, Nick Cannon's, he's producing.
Is it the Rage?
It is Regis?
The
Regis film, but he was the first host.
Regis having a resurgence.
He's dead.
Well, I met a bartender the other day whose name was Regis.
Oh, you mean the name?
You mean the name?
Yeah, and I was just like, he did not look like Regis as I remember him. But it was easy to remember. I just had to be like, Regis!
It's say it like that.
Association does work.
Yeah, like, right, because he's nice, he's waiting on us, you want to ask him his name, then it's like, Regis, that should be easy. Then I was like, all right, Notre Dame, Yellowstone.
If I meet a Regis, I will remember that their name is Regis for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Devin, your question. Who tore up a picture of the Pope on SNL back in 1992? A female artist with no hair.
Around that long.
There's a bald woman.
Her head.
I have no idea.
But nothing compares to the answer.
Yeah. Sinead O'Connor.
It's crazy to think she got in so much trouble for bringing up sex abuse in the Catholic Church.
Oh, I know. She's kind of like, I told you this, but, whatever. You get mad. All right, Devin, your question. Which movie was Pixar's first feature film? Huge movie.
Oh man,
You've probably seen it.
There's only a few Pixar movies coming up, and I want to say Toy Story, but I know it's before.
There you go.
That's the answer. That's the answer. Just saying.
Don't think anymore.
Yeah.
More Big Dummy coming up. 206-421-ROCK.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Kickstart summer with Memorial Day values at Lowe's. Choose 4 or more eligible Samsung appliances to complete your dream kitchen and laundry room. Plus, get 10% back via MasterCard gift card rebate. Also, save now on the latest Samsung appliances, like the bespoke refrigerator with panels in a variety of colors to mix and match. It's an easy way to create your own unique look. Memorial Day values start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today. Offer ends June 13th. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.